Let me just say right off the bat, Scott Hansen, thank you for restoring my faith in horror movies this year. The Possession Experiment. So The Possession Experiment is an upcoming indie supernatural horror movie that's coming out, directed by Scott Hansen. Well, he's a Hollywood director, man. Go Scott! Ended this movie good. Guys, oh shit, this movie, like I said, it really restored my faith in not only horror movies, but in supernatural possession movies as well. I've seen a ton of supernatural movies, possession movies, and they all feel the same and shit, but this movie, I gotta say, like, it really stood out because not only was the way it's shot, but the storytelling and the way everything was executed, it was just like, holy shit, there could actually be good supernatural horror movies out there. And Scott, you did a really good job with this movie, man. I'm so glad you gave me the opportunity to see it early, because, you know, get a review out for it, and I was really rooting for this movie. I really wanted a good movie to sit back and be like, okay, this is gonna be good. And I gotta say, it was good. A lot of parts in the movie, my hair on the back of my neck was standing up like, oh shit. Yeah, a lot of parts of the movie, I was like, oh shit. I'm telling you, watch this movie at night in the dark, sound up. Getting to the pros and cons, I believe that The Possession Experiment is coming out. I suggest you go support this movie, go check it out. If you're into horror movies and you support indie movies and you just need something to just, you know, scare you really good before the year is out, this movie for you. First of all, acting in the movie, I don't know none of the actors' names, so I can't show pictures or, you know, really talk about them, but I'll say the acting was passable. In a nutshell, the acting was just passable, you know, not knocking my socks off or nothing. Not gonna hope these people who get more work, but just like passable. But now the plot in the movie, I gotta say more or less that you do have our main character, Brandon, who's pretty much just like, I wanna, you know, document and live stream a demon possessing me because science, bitch. And so more or less he does do that. He has his friends with him, and you know, another chick who's pretty hot. The chick was hot. Go to a house that a woman who was possessed by a demon ended up dying or something, and they do it there, and the demon possesses him, and it's just, at first it doesn't work, but then of course more and more bad shit starts happening, and more he starts to get possessed by the demon, and then it gets to the end of the movie, it's just like, it just goes full throttle, like, shit. One of the pros I gotta highlight about the movie is that the movie is very gritty and it has a lot of disturbing imagery. I mean, it's got blood and gore too, but not blood and gore in the sake of just it's blood and gore because, you know, it's blood and gore. Or no, it's actually a point and purpose to it, and the way things are done and executed, it never looks fake. So props to that. It never looked fake or cheesy at all. Well, it never went over the top where it was just like, okay, it's just, you know, now we're going to like that Saw Hostel territory. Quality over quantity. That's how it was done. Now, let me get to the deaths of this movie, man. Oh my god, the deaths in this movie were very brutal. Like, it was like, I never seen these kind of deaths done in a horror movie. But I can't really give it away because that's a spoiler, but I will say there was a couple of deaths that was a callback to Nightmare on Elm Street, one of my favorite horror series, and Scott, these deaths, I loved them. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but when you see these deaths go down, the way it was executed, I was just like, I've never seen that in the Possession movie ever, so way to go, Scott. Storytelling's pretty good too, like I said. Every Possession movie pretty much just have, you know, demon, who possesses this little girl or something, and, you know, she's in the house, and supernatural things are happening, parents don't believe it and shit, till it gets to a point in the movie where, oh my god, now they do believe in it, by then everyone's dead, including the priest, so, you know, a lot of dead folks. So, then little Caroline gets saved at the end, it's all squeaky clean, everyone's happy, happily ever after. But no, not in this movie. It's pretty much like, yeah, this guy, he wants to stream live for the whole world to see him get possessed by a demon, and some people were not with that shit. Some people were like, oh, that shit's fake, and you're just, it's full of bullshit, and his parents were like, oh, you're not my son no more, you need to do something better with your life. A lot of real shit, a lot of real issues. I was like, that's true shit. Yeah, but what people won't do for those followers, right? If there's any context about the movie, I feel like some of the character development was a little rushed because it was kind of just like, hey, I just met you, now we're best friends. Okay, let's just go get a demon possessing us. Oh, I just met you, you know, you're a nurse and everything. I'm glad I like you, and now we're kissing in the next scene. Okay, a little character development that was just kind of like just rushed a little bit for me, but then again, I kind of put it toward the way the movie was rolling and everything. It's not very long, but it was just kind of like, okay, I get it. So, you know, you get the point of it all. So by the time you get to the end of the movie, it doesn't bother you at all. So at the end of the day, I gotta say the Possession Experiment was a very refreshing supernatural possession movie. I really found myself enjoying it a lot. There were a lot of parts of the movie I was like, holy shit, like, fuck. A lot of parts of the movie I was also like, this is, wow, this is getting pretty deep. It's kind of hitting me here. Out of all the horror movies I'm gonna remember by the end of the year, this is gonna be like number 2. So The Conjuring 2 and then The Possession Experiment. These are my top 2 horror movies I'm gonna remember this year. Possession Experiment is indeed an 8 out of 10, which is worth seeing at full admission. And Possession Experiment comes out soon. You need to go check this movie out. I'll put Scott's Facebook in the link below. Go check the movie out. Support it, man, because this is really good. Thank you for letting me see it, Scott. Had a good time with it. Loved it.
Here they come.